Good day, and welcome to Coffee with Tigg and Friends. I am your host, the Tigg. This is volume 98 for boy, February 17th, 2019. I'd like to apologize. First off, apologize to Ian. He was absolutely right. After talking to a few of my friends and some of the people I know around the internet, that is in fact the Brian Ring. I've been trying to contact him to talk to him. I haven't been able to yet. Of course, I only started last night, so we'll see how that goes. But I'm going to talk to him, see what he's up to, see if I can't get him to come join me here on the show one of these days. Friends are not here. They're off racing on the server, preparing for something. I didn't have time. I had stuff to do before I did the show, of course, and then, of course, doing the show. It's snowing like a son of a bitch here in Iowa. We've already got like 15-20 inches total on the ground. Good thing it was hot a few weeks ago. We'd have close to 40 to 50 inches of snow on the ground. So that's how that works. You see my laundry in the corner. Wonderful. So there you go. There's my fan club. There's one of them anyway over my shoulder there. She's sleeping. There she is. There she is. Really not much to talk about. Today's the Daytona 500. So that's always good, being the Daytona 500. I did do a little bit more work on the store. I actually made it a storefront over at Teespring. Of course, once I started doing all this, I found a company that did some other stuff, but I'm going to stick with the Teespring since that's where I started at. We did add a new product. Added a new product. Hopefully it goes over better than some of the other stuff I've done. It's the Snoring Pug Productions t-shirt. It's got the picture of our little mascot, the Snoring Pug. Comes in a multitude of colors, and on the back it says the Tigg. So there you go. But this is the front of the t-shirt. It's got the beautiful little Shinsky Lin, our little mascot. So head on over there and get yourself a Snoring Pug Productions t-shirt. Charging a little bit more for this one since it's double-sided and it's got the beautiful little Shinsky lid on it, but that's that. Of course, the mug and the original t-shirts and sweatshirts are still available. I will add stuff to this as things go along, but I really wanted to get the Shinsky Lin t-shirt in there. I really did. I wanted to get the little Snoring Pug Production t-shirt in there, so that's in there. Today's the Daytona 500, of course. I'm not rooting for anybody but my local Iowa guys. Hopefully finish on the lead lap, as per usual. That's about it. Landon Castle, I think, is actually the only Iowan running in this race this time. Brett Muffett, I think he's still in trucks. I didn't even pay attention to the truck race. I see that his former truck won the Daytona 200 or 250 or whatever they call the truck race. So there you go. And then, of course, Michael Annett, the kid from Des Moines, Iowa, won the Daytona 300. So there you go. All props to him for finally winning it. I was just kind of upset that an hour or so later on Facebook, the only news carrying it was the local news. There was nothing. Finally, about 2 hours later, something from Fox showed up. Something from NASCAR or NBC showed up on Facebook. If it had been a large team and with a named driver, Facebook would have been covered in it. I follow enough NASCAR stuff. I follow at least 25 pages related to NASCAR, and only 2 of them, other than the team and Michael Annett, his page, of course, shared stuff about his race win, which I find very sad that it took hours for them to do to say something about his win, considering he's not a big name. If it was Dale Jr.'s car, if Dale Jr. was in Dale Jr.'s car, he probably would have been, if they had announced it 30 seconds after he won the race. If it was Kyle Busch, 30 seconds after his, any of those guys, Cup guy won the race. Yeah, but if a regular won it, that's here or there. But good for Michael Annett. I hope he wins a couple more, and I hope he goes on to win the championship. I hope he does that. Prove that Iowa's not just for dirt racers. um, not much else really going on in the Tigg's world. I've been streaming a lot of the new Riverside, Gary Walcott, for race. I still haven't talked to him about the Race 07 issues. I haven't tried fixing it yet. I don't know how to fix the AI, but I haven't been able to free up 20 minutes to write a freaking email. Wish he'd watch the show or one of my shows and I just show him. So if you know Gary, I know Bill does, but I guess he doesn't say anything to it. I mean, it'd be easier to show him what it's doing on a stream than it would be to actually go do to try to type it all out. I can do it in about 15-20 minutes on the stream of his time used up, but on my machine anyway, what's doing. I don't know who else is doing what else, but there you go. Not really much else going on. The Zoom Racing League server is slowly getting put together. That's what they're testing right now. They're racing with NASCAR 2003 season with different mods and tracks that aren't the base stuff. So they're testing all that stuff, figuring out all that stuff. So there you go. That's how that works. That's that. I know they have rFactor. He has got rFactor on there. We've been doing a lot of stuff with that, of course. If you've been watching any of these streams, we have the rFactor stream server going. So, but you can't do both at the same time. So he's running that. So it won't be any racing today on the show. Figured out all my issues. Remember the handbrake. Take your handbrake. Make sure your handbrake. If you do not have a handbrake, do not have it mapped to a button. Plain and simple. Actually, I think I had it mapped to this. I can't pull. Oops, shit. I had it mapped to this, the control, but I don't keep it close enough by to use it. And I think I had it like as a toggle, but I think it kept it. You know, when I don't know why it kept it on, but that was it, and that was the problem I had yesterday. Again, I apologize to everyone for my outbursts. I mean, I'm human. I was pissed off. I was upset. I couldn't hold it anymore. Sorry to the two people who left to unsubscribe to me. If you see this, I'm sorry, guys. I'm human. I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna get angry. I can't always be happy and funny. I try. Honestly, I do try, but I can't be that way all 24/7. I don't know who can. Just trying to make this as best as I can with these shows. My issues, I figured out a lot of the issues. This issue you're seeing here with the thing is, this is if you notice the cam over my shoulder is a lot better. This is a cell phone cam, so, and the light's messing with it. Well, there you go. That's it. And I didn't turn on my backlights today, my string lights behind me. So there you go. I didn't turn on the other lights. Didn't turn on half my lights, and just my overheads on. Okay, so I even put a racing t-shirt on, no hat, no nothing today. I was busy doing other things, and I put that t-shirt together. It doesn't go together in 5 seconds. It takes about a good 10-15 minutes to make those things. Plus, I had to delete some of the stuff. If you notice, there's that one up corner. I had to get rid of the blinds because it was ugly. Not that they're all mangled or anything, it just looked bad. Hopefully it's cute enough and everybody will buy that thing. I know my wife wants to buy one already, so there you go. I know it's cute enough, so there you go. I'm tired, not sleeping well, but there you go. Other than that, I really don't have much to talk about, which really sucks because I've only been doing this for 10 minutes. Yeah. I had to look way over there because it's way over there now, because I was hoping at this point I was going to have the two computers talking to each other. If you know how to do that, to get the NDI to show up on my other computer, walk me through that. I would love to learn how to do that so I can use two computers for streaming, so I can move all my cameras over there. And then we'll change the angle on this one over my shoulder again, because I don't have that long a wire. Oh, here comes Jar Jar. There's Jar Jar. There he is. He's down there. Oh no, he's down there. What, Jar Jar? Go lay down. Yeah, my fan club. You see she's sleeping up there. She's sleeping so good. Actually, the sun's kind of bright this morning. But there you go. I don't know why that's so bright on that corner. Oh, he beats me. I don't understand why it's... Because it's not... Well, look, it is kind of bright out there. That's the outside. That's the window over there, so... Anyway, that's probably why it looks so distorted, because of that. And it's like I said, it's just a cell phone, and chopping my own head off. There you go. Oh, there you go. So enjoy the Daytona 500. We'll probably talk about it on Tuesday. Who knows? Maybe on Zoom we'll run something. Maybe I'll talk him into twisting his arm into putting up a few things for that. I don't know. I'm getting this wheel to work in that sim finally, to where it doesn't feel so sloppy. Getting to the point where I'm making it so it's not sloppy at all. Getting it all figured out finally. You know, it's always on the back of the mind to fix the sloppiness that I have, and I think I finally fixed it. So there's that. Lots of ums. Anyways, so if you're drinking, go ahead and take a shot. I'm gonna bring me some breakfast. I appreciate that too. I'm hungry. Just like the good old days before we started doing the live stuff. Oh lordy, that's just too funny. Before we started doing the live stuff, this is what I did. Now this is just like the old stuff when I used to record something almost every day, and then I started working, and then went to on Sundays only. Now we're creeping up on number 100, the 100th episode of Coffee with the Tigg. That's usually a milestone in TV production. You know, we hit 100 episodes. Woo, woo, woo. Well, I'm almost there, and I've only been doing this for about a year. So there you go. Usually takes TV 4 or 5 seasons to get to 100, and I've done it in less than a year. There you go. Seriously, I don't have much to talk about. Not much has been going on in the sim racing world. I mean, I said, of course, converted mods are dropping like always. Converted from, you know, console games to a set, of course, so they're dropping like wildfire. Every time you turn around, there's 2 or 3 new cars being put in. Some of them are race cars, most of them aren't. Most of them are street cars. The Flintstone Mobile came out a few weeks ago. I'm still desperately waiting for Speed Racer mod to come out. Wacky Racer mod that was a one-time being made for rFactor 1 would probably look fantastic in Assetto Corsa. And if any of those guys are still around and they happen to give me a view and see about that, just try to Wacky Racers. I mean, if anybody born in the 60s and 70s remembers the Wacky Racers, and early 70s, not late 70s, but early 70s, you know, it was a fun little show, and the cars were out of this world, and it was funny, and something like that. You know, we see all the kid stuff, but we don't see any of the old stuff from when we were kids, the classic stuff. Personally, I'm waiting for another one that it would be funny as hell, and I personally would like to see somebody try it. The G.I. Joe Jeep and the Barbie car. I'm sure the G.I. Joe Jeep wouldn't be that hard, but the Barbie pink Corvette, I don't know if anybody would. Actually, the car's already in Sim. You just have to paint one pink and stick a bubble-headed blonde behind the wheel instead of a driver, a race car driver. Yep. Well, honestly, gonna continue on with doing what I'm doing. I'm gonna, Tuesdays we try to go back to our regular scheduled. What I'd like to do starting Monday again. I've been just so caught up in this testing of the server, which I don't mind doing. I hope you guys don't mind watching it. Well, maybe 2 of you did, but just like anything else, not everything's going to be everybody likes, so I'm sorry about that. I'm going to do what we do, and we're going to just continue doing it. Maybe I'll convince them Tuesday to do. I got a day and a half, to convince him. Actually 23 hours and 40 minutes to convince him to do something in our 2K on Tuesday, which I don't think will be too hard to do anyway. But that's that. Gee, I don't even know. Hey, Izzy's awake. Oh, nope, she's going back to sleep. I know. I guess that would be about it today. I don't. There's nothing really going on. A lot of cars over at Stanot are being painted fantasy cars and throwback cars for the 2019 Monster Energy Cup Series mod that came out a few months ago. Nothing, there's a few reproductions. The one thing, we've touched on this and touched on it. If you're going to use somebody else's work, just say it. Don't make them raise holy hell. Just, if you took a decal from somebody else's car, you took a base from somebody else's car, just say it. Don't be a dick about it. Just come out and say, yeah, I used this. Don't, they've banned like 3 people or 4 people in the last couple of months for people who won't admit that they did that. Just admit it. It saves you a lot of hassle in the long run, because it don't make you look cheap. If you borrowed something, if you use somebody else's crap, say it. Plain and simple. Just say it. It makes life so much easier just to say, okay, yeah, I used this base. Everybody, okay, no worries, bye. Instead of sitting there, no, I didn't use it. And then it turns on big hullabaloo when it says, oh yeah, look at this, there it is, you used it. Oh, I did not, but I just altered it a little bit, but it made it my own. Well, no, you started with somebody else's work. So just admit it that you used it and just be done and over with it. That's all I got to say about that. I've said it, we've said it a million times. Just if you use somebody else's shit, just use it. Just say it. Don't be a dick about it, just say it. Anyway, yeah, they said it'd be done in an hour. And they would be here. I guess I could turn Discord on, or TeamSpeak on, but I don't want to run that much stuff in the background. Because I'm already running the Discord. But anyway, because most people don't know about the TeamSpeak, and I don't know if we want to make that available yet, so I'm not putting the URL up for that just yet. I have to talk to Bill about that too. So there you go. Well, honestly, enjoy your day. Enjoy the Daytona 500. If you live in the Midwest, enjoy the frickin' snow. Global warming makes it snow more, I guess. See y'all Tuesday. Maybe I'll upload some set of Corsa tomorrow. I'm not sure. I've got things I've got to do around the house and stuff like that. But I'll probably get something uploaded. Smoke me a kipper. I'll be back for breakfast.